Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video is not so much about my cars, but it's more about this channel and myself. It's been 5 years since I started this channel, and I thought it would be fun to do a little retrospective view of what it's been like doing YouTube and my experience as a casual YouTuber, and also maybe more interestingly, how much I make and what you can expect if you were thinking of starting your own channel. So grab your favorite drink, get comfy, and let's get started. So let me level with you guys first. I'm not a very typical YouTuber. What I mean by that is I'm a very casual uploader. I don't have an upload schedule like twice a week or something like that. And YouTube isn't my first priority. I'm more of a quiet car nerd rather than like a TV personality. And also my channel focuses on Saabs, that Swedish car brand that nobody knows really. And so I think I have a niche audience. It's not very typical. I don't have much opportunities for sponsorships. I have limited parts and aftermarket support. So I think the content that I make is, when compared to other popular car brands, it's pretty limited. I'm not really making excuses here, but I'm just trying to paint the picture. Also, I have a full-time job and 2 lovely kids. And so it doesn't leave much room for YouTube because I make videos after my kids go to sleep. And by then, like sometimes I'm drained, completely out of energy. So sometimes I just go to sleep. But with that said, my kids and my family are one of the best blessings that I've ever received. So if I'm working on a project and my son asks me to play Pokemon with him, then I will drop everything that I'm doing and go play Pokemon with him. So with that out of the way, let's talk about the very first hurdle that I encountered. I'm a very shy, introverted person. I'm very camera shy and I suck at public speaking. Even now it might seem like Even right now, it might seem like I'm talking on a good flow, but I edit so much. I always stutter and I choose the wrong words and whatnot. So it takes a lot for me to edit and make it look fluid. And even right now, talking to a camera like this feels like I'm climbing Mount Everest. So it took me a couple years to even just do this. But here's what I learned. People don't really care about you as much as you think they do. So if I look bad on camera, then who cares? If I make a mistake, then it's not a big deal anymore. And if I do make a mistake while I'm working on cars, it shows you guys what not to do when you're working on cars. So it's a win-win situation. Now, I can't say I'm a pro at talking to the camera, but even just a little improvement is enough personal growth for me to make this worthwhile. I've learned so much from starting this channel, like filming, video editing, and most importantly, working on cars in my own garage. I never thought I would be able to do that. And speaking of cars, I've featured 7 or 8 vehicles on this channel, and most of them were Saabs. The 2 non-Saab cars were the E34 wagon and the Hyundai Tiburon. But if I had to choose the most special car, it would definitely be the 930 Viggen, because that's been the poster on the wall kind of car for me as a child, or at least one of them. I had a lot, but that was one of them. And so that was the most special. But if I were to choose the best car, I think it would be the 9.5 ARC that I bought. It was a 5-speed manual. I wrapped it, I restored a lot of things, and I turned it into a little mini Aero clone. The 9.5 just felt more robust and higher quality. It was the flagship model for Saab back in the day, so yeah, that was the best car. So now let's talk about the gear and the work involved. My main camera is the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra that you're seeing through right now. Sometimes I use the built-in microphone, but times like this where I have to talk away from the camera, I'm using this cheap AliExpress microphone. There is a lot of like white noise in the background, but it works for right now. Maybe in the future I'll get a new one. For lighting, I have this softbox or whatever you call it. And for working under the car, I have this head mount LED and then another handheld LED. For editing videos, I use DaVinci Resolve, the free version, and that's a powerful tool that has more than enough features for what I need. For a 5-minute video, I would say I spend about an hour filming and 2 to 3 hours editing, depending on how much it needs. But I think the most tedious part is when I do something to the car and I film it and it comes out not the way I want. So then I would have to put everything back together on the car from like as if I didn't do it, and then film it again. It is a lot of work, but I think it's worth it because at the end of the day, the whole point is to show precisely and without confusion. At least that's the goal that I have for every video. I don't always meet that goal, but I try my best to do that. And so now let's talk about YouTube Studio, which will show you how much I make on these videos. All right, so this is YouTube Studio. This is where all the YouTube people go to check out how their channel is doing. This is the dashboard. It's the kind of like the summary page where everything is. Here is how many subscribers I have right now. And in the last 28 days, I have this many views, hours, and how much I made. So I'm not gonna get too detailed into this YouTube studio because there's plenty of other tutorial videos online that shows you everything. So the latest video performance here is what I kind of look at the most. It kind of gives you a ranking of your last 10 videos. So it's been 4 days and 3 hours since I uploaded my latest one, which is this right here. And so far it's gotten 794 views. I don't know why, but it was really slow at first, and then I guess something caught on and it kind of plateaued right now. But yeah, this is kind of how you judge how your latest video is doing. My second to latest one, the LED lights, at least to my standards, it blew up. Usually in the first 4 days or so, I only get like 139 to like 500 views. But this one has 2.5K. It plateaued here, but in the beginning, it kind of jumped once and then jumped again. And so I don't know why. I think this was like kind of like a controversial topic because you're not supposed to put LEDs on old reflector housings. But enough about the views. Let me get more into detail about the money because that's probably what's most interesting to everyone. I created this channel a long time ago. I didn't really use it to upload videos. It says this is like one of my first videos, but that's not true. There's more. And anyways, it's been 5 years. And if I look at the year 2023, I started getting monetized right around, what is this, July? Yeah, right around July. My first day of payment, I guess you could say, is 38 cents. And then I just kept getting more and more. So it took me a while to get monetized. And then when I did, it didn't really, like the most I got that year was what? $2.88 in one day. And so, I mean, these things do stack up even though it's very little. Half of 2023, I made $167. And then 2024, I made $610 so far. And this is until December 8th. And another interesting thing, and this goes back to my point earlier about how this is like an atypical channel because it's focusing on sobs, and because of that it has lower numbers than other normal channels. And this kind of proves the point, right? Because my top 5-6 videos or so are mostly about my BMW Infinity. There's one video for Saab, and the rest is again BMWs. So imagine if my channel was just a more mainstream brand, it would do a lot better. But you know, I'm not chasing numbers here. I'm doing what I want and what I'm passionate about. So this is totally fine. And I think the best way to show my growth money-wise is this page right here. This is Google AdSense. This is what handles the actual payment. My first paycheck was on November 21st. YouTube will pay you once you reach $100. I started getting paid in July. So July, August, September, October. So it took me 4 months to reach my first $100, and then I got paid. And the next payment was November, December, January, February, and that was $134. So the first 2 paychecks, it took me 4 months each to reach $100. But this one is for March and April. So it only took me 2 months to reach $100. Next one, same thing. This is for May and June. I got paid on July. So this is for July and August. It took me 2 months, and then September and October, I got paid that much. So in the beginning, it took me 4 months to pass the $100 limit and get the payout. But as the videos stack up, now it's taking me only 2 months to get the $100. And right now, I'm switching over to the phone view because it's somehow better. But yeah, November 21st is when I got paid last. So the current period is from November to December 10th right now. And I'm almost at $100. So it's a slow growth and it's not much. It's definitely growing. So I think by early next year, I'll be on track to make $100 a month. So yeah, that's a really cool thing about YouTube. And before I go, I just want to say a huge thank you to all of you guys for the support, whether through views or buying merch or subscribing. It really means the world to me, and it makes those really late night video edits and busted knuckles worthwhile. As we wrap up 2024, I hope your holidays are filled with many laughters and you get to spend time with all the loved ones that matter to you most. So stay warm, stay safe, and I'll catch you guys in 2025 with even more adventures. Peace.